Welcome to the tutorial on simplifying max term equations. In the simplification of the max term equations, the loading and the grouping of the max terms is exactly the same as the loading and the grouping of the min terms, except that zeros are loaded into the Karnaugh map and grouped to form the prime implicant and the essential prime implicant. So let us look into the procedure for reading the max terms. So here a variable that is contained in an essential prime implicant which are not eliminated will be complemented. For example, if input n is equal to logic 1 for all max terms in an essential prime implicant, then it will be read as n bar, and if the input is logic 0 for all the max terms in an essential prime implicant, it will be read as n. As an example, let me consider a 3-variable Karnaugh map wherein I am going to map the max terms, that is corresponding to logic 0 onto the Karnaugh map, and I am going to group these max terms. So the variables of the 3-variable Karnaugh map is considered as x, y and z, and the max terms are mapped at decimal notation 0, 4, 3 and 7. So if you observe here, corresponding to the essential prime implicant 0, 4, what you see is that x is 0 and x is 1. So that forms a single group and we can eliminate x, whereas y and z are logic 0 and they will be read as y plus z. So from this, what I want to explain you is that whenever it is a logic 0, it will be represented as an uncomplemented variable, whereas if it is a logic 1, it will be represented as a complemented variable. Now coming to the second step, what we do is that each of the remaining variable n is odd with other remaining variables nm, so that a term n0 plus n1 plus up to nm is formed. So that is what we have seen previously. We are ORing the terms. So each essential prime implicant will contain a set of max terms that when reduced form a constant, either logic 0 or 1, a variable n or a set of variables n0 plus n1 plus n2 up till nm, which are odd together. In the fourth step, each reduced essential prime implicant, that is the odd term, is ANDed with any other odd terms. So we have x0 plus up till xn as one max term or the sum term, which will be ANDed with another max term. So as an example, you can see a 3-variable Karnaugh map that is represented as ABC, and I have mapped the min terms corresponding to decimal notation 0 and 1. So separately you can see the representation for the max term corresponding to decimal notation 0 and corresponding to decimal notation 1. So for a decimal notation 0, you have the max term to be a plus b plus c, and for a decimal notation 1, you have the max term to be a plus b plus c bar. So from this, what you can see is that if it is a max term corresponding to a logic 0, it will be an uncomplemented variable. If it is a logic 1, it will be a complemented variable. In the next slide, I have presented the Karnaugh maps for mapping the max terms. You have 3 Karnaugh maps here, and the first one corresponds to a 2 variable Karnaugh map, and the decimal notations will be the same for the Karnaugh maps, similar to the one that we have seen while mapping the minterms. Whether it is a 2 variable, 3 variable or a 4 variable or any other variable coming to the higher end, the mapping will be the same, or the decimal notations will remain the same when you are mapping either minterms or max terms. So you can see that in all the 3 Karnaugh maps represented here, the decimal notations remain the same. The only difference is that when it comes to mapping the max terms, you are going to map logic 0 onto the Karnaugh map, whereas when it comes to the minterms, you are going to map a logic 1. And when it comes to the representation in the shorthand decimal notation, we are going to represent in terms of capital M in the case of max terms. When it comes to grouping, again in this case also we are going to group in terms of power of 2, which is similar to that of the minterm grouping. So coming to the first numerical, we have j is equal to pi m 0, 3, 4 and 7. From the shorthand decimal notations that are given, it's very much clear that this is a 3 variable Karnaugh map, and we will be having a total of 8 combinations for the input. So these 3 variables, let me consider them to be A, B, C, and I am going to write the decimal notations and the input combinations onto the Karnaugh map. Since it is clearly mentioned in the question that it is a pi m, that means it corresponds to a max term, I need to map a logic 0 onto the Karnaugh map. So corresponding to the decimal number 0, 3, 4 and 7, we need to place the logic 0 onto the Karnaugh map. So now we can group them. When we group them, we need to group them in powers of 2. So I have yellow groups, that is 2 groups, and each of these groups can be written in terms of a sum term as b plus c into b bar plus c bar. Coming to the second numerical, I have g is equal to pi m 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14 and 15. Clearly this is a 4 variable Karnaugh map because numbers are indicated from 0 to 15. So I'll consider A, B, C, D to be the variables, and hence we will have 16 combinations of the input. So I need to map a logic 0 corresponding to the decimal numbers that are mentioned and form groups. Whenever we form groups, we will try to go for grouping the largest amount of the max terms. So I can here form groups of 4 max terms. So there are 3 groups, and for each of the group I will separately write the expression so that there is no confusion. So you have the first one to be A plus B, second expression to be B bar plus D bar, C bar, and third expression to be B bar plus D bar. So the final expression will be in the form of a POS, which is equal to A plus B into B bar plus C bar into B bar plus D bar. So coming to the third numerical, we have t is equal to pi m 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 11, 12 and 15. Again, this is a 4 variable Karnaugh map, and I will consider the representation of the variables as A, B, C, D. And I will be having 16 combinations of the input. I will map the max terms corresponding to the decimal numbers. So hence there are 3 groups. So I can denote the first group by the expression a B plus C bar, second expression by C bar plus D bar, and third expression by B bar plus C plus D. So the final expression in the POS form will be B plus C bar into C bar plus D bar into B bar plus C plus D. Coming to the next numerical, we have L is equal to pi m 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14 and 15. So when we map these particular max terms onto the Karnaugh map, we can group them in the form of 8 and in the form of 4 max terms. So for the blue group, that is the first group, we have the expression as C bar, and for this second one indicated by the orange color, we have the expression as A bar plus D. So the final expression will be A bar plus D into C bar. Coming to the mapping of the max terms in the 5 variable Karnaugh map. If you look at this particular Karnaugh map, this Karnaugh map is exactly the same like the similar one which we have seen when we studied the 5 variable Karnaugh map for the mapping of the minterms. So the only difference that you will find in this particular case is that instead of representing the minterms in the lower case, I have represented the max terms in the uppercase M. Rest of the mapping of the decimal notations, the grouping of the variables, everything is going to be the exactly same or similar to that of the minterms. So in the right hand side you can see the overlap corresponding to the variable a is equal to 0 and a is equal to 1, which as an example I can say that 8, that is the decimal notation 8 cell, is just overlapped with a decimal notation 24 cell. So coming to the numerical on the 5 variable Karnaugh map, we have k is equal to pi m 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 and 30. So in this particular case I am going to consider BC and DE. A is considered to be 0 for the first half of the 4 variable and A is equal to 1 for the next half of the 4 variable Karnaugh map. And I have directly mapped the max terms because I am well aware of the representation of the decimal notations as to where the max terms have to be mapped. So we can group these max terms and try to map it in the form of an overlap between the two 4 variable Karnaugh maps. So you can observe the grouping which will be indicated in different colors. So you can see that a blue color indicates that there is a grouping of the 4 variables and also it is adjacent to the A is equal to 1 group. Then you can form a group with A is equal to 1, that is the red group and the blue group. So the concept of adjacency remains the same like the minterms. So kindly refer to that tutorial if you want to understand how the mapping is done in the case of the 5 variable Karnaugh map. So since we have 3 different groups here, I have the equation for the first group as A plus C second group as D bar plus E and third group as A bar plus E. The total expression K is equal to A plus C into D bar plus E into A bar plus E, which forms a POS expression.